welcome to AISD-TV News for the week of October 7th. I'm Anna Hernandez. This is our 7th week in school and report cards for the first 6 weeks go out this Friday, so I hope everyone did great. Maria Luna, 5th grade bilingual teacher from Webb Elementary, was surprised by OfficeMax with the A Day Made Better award. This award is an effort to help erase teacher-funded classrooms. It is estimated that teachers spend an average of $1,000 of their own money on classroom supplies. OfficeMax believes that this is unacceptable, and they delivered a large box full of school supplies and other classroom essentials for her students. Thank you, OfficeMax, for continued support for educators. The EECU Bank recently awarded $1,000 to Mike Kunkel, a teacher at Venture High School. Mr. Kunkel entered EECU's AISD online back-to-school drawing contest and was randomly selected to win. Pictured here is Natalie Parrish, EECU Business Development Manager, Mike Kunkel, and Katie Chang, EECU Arlington Branch Manager. The faculty at Pope Elementary are seeing double. 16 sets of twins are enrolled in Pope this year, more than the school has had before. When we asked if they like being a twin, Morano and Juanita said it's great because you always have a friend to play with. Principal Selena Kilgore had a great time taking photos with the twins. Meteorologist Colleen Coyle from WFAA Channel 8 weather team visited Butler Elementary last Friday and presented her Weather Minds program to the 5th and 6th graders. This program stirs up interest in the math and science of forecasting weather. Later that afternoon, Ms. Coyle mentioned Butler on the 4 p.m. newscast. Young Junior High's young men under the direction of Christy Jones and Keith Daniel have been chosen out of nearly 100 submissions to sing for the Southwest American Choral Director Association Convention in March at the Robinson Center Music Hall in Little Rock, Arkansas. Only 2 junior high groups out of the 7 states in the Southwest region were selected for this honor. They will also perform a local concert in March at Trinity United Methodist Church in Arlington. Congratulations, guys. And now it's time for sports with Jesse King.
Let's talk about what happened last week in sports, and we'll start with volleyball. The big matchup was Martin-Arlington game on Friday night. Arlington took the first 2 games. Martin grabbed game 3, but it was the Lady Colts who take the match in game 4. Arlington is undefeated and sits on top of District 3 5A, followed by Martin, Lamar, and North Crowley. Over in 4A volleyball, AISD-TV captured the Mansfield Legacy Seguin matchup last Tuesday. At one point, Seguin Lady Cougars were up 6-0 on the Lady Broncos, but they just couldn't hang on. Seguin falls to Legacy 3-0. District 15 4A standings looks like this: Waxahachie on top, followed by Legacy, Red Oak, and Summit. Turning to football, it was homecoming for the Seguin Cougars as they hosted the Mansfield Summit Jaguars. Summit scores on their first possession with Braden Nolan running it in from 26 yards out. Summit scored once again in the second half, with Nolan connecting with Kendrick Welsh for a 26-yard strike. The Jaguars went for 2 on the PAT and got it, extending their lead 15-0. It wasn't until the third quarter before Seguin's quarterback Kelton Moore put the Cougars on the board with his 11-yard run, making the score 15-7. After another score from Summit in the fourth quarter, Kelton Moore was able to find his way to pay dirt on this 32-yard scamper, bringing the Cougars to a 22-14 deficit. On Seguin's very next possession, running back Darian Hammonds punched it in from 5 yards out, and Moore got the 2-point conversion, tying the game at 22 apiece with 3:17 left in the game. It wasn't until the second overtime period before the Cougars' Moore connects with Gary Jovelit for 6-yard a score. Jaguars weren't done. They scored on their possession, but try for the 2-point conversion, and Seguin shuts them down. Seguin wins their homecoming 29-28, giving them a 1-1 district record and a 4-way tie with Lancaster, Red Oak, and Summit. Over at Cravens, it was the 3-1 Lamar Vikings hosting the 1-3 Arlington Colts. On the Vikings' second possession, Jamal Kemp punches in from Arlington's 1-yard line, putting up the first points of the game. Later in the first quarter, Lamar running back Cameron Smith takes the ball, threads the middle, and then he's gone. 42-yard run puts the Vikings up 14-0 with 4:21 left in the first quarter. On their next possession, Colt quarterback Michael Gray pitches out to Raymond Sheard, who races down the sideline. 54 yards to put Arlington on the board, making it Lamar 14, Arlington 7. It was Arlington evening the score at the end of the half when Gray threads the ball between defenders to connect with Tanner Zhang for a 4-yard strike. Lamar marches down the field at the top of the third quarter, and Smith takes the ball in from 1 yard out to put Lamar up by 7, and then the Viking defense took over. The last points of the game come from Lamar's Ryan Jacobs kicking the ball 44 yards through the uprights. Lamar wins 24-14 over Arlington and improving their district record to 2-0. Other games around the district: Bowie lays the hammer down on Fort Worth Paschal 69-15, and after a 13-3 halftime score, Martin finds their rhythm and puts up an additional 34 points in the second half, crushing Weatherford 47-3. And Sam Houston wins in the regular play after North Crowley misses the tying extra point kick. Texans win 21-20. The district standings is Bowie, Lamar, Martin, and Sam Houston with the perfect district records, followed by Arlington, North Crowley, Paschal, and Weatherford, but that's about to change. Next week, Lamar Vikings head over to Sam Houston on Thursday. On Friday, Weatherford is at Arlington. Martin and Bowie both have homecoming, and they face off against Fort Worth, Paschal, and North Crowley. In team tennis, Lamar fell to North Crowley and Martin beat Weatherford, setting up the semifinal match between the Panthers and Warriors on Tuesday. The winner of the matchup will advance to quarterfinals on Tuesday, October 15th. Martin Warrior defensive lineman Myles Garrett has been nominated for the Gridiron Legends Player of the Week award, presented by Dave Campbell's Texas Football on behalf of Cavenders and Wrangler. Garrett is one of 10 nominees for the weekly statewide award, which is 100% decided by fan voting. So go to texasfootball.com and vote for Myles Garrett. The poll closes Friday at noon. And that's it for sports for this week. I'm Jessie King, and we'll see you in the stands.
Thanks, Jessie. Before we go, I would like to remind you that report cards come out Friday. For AISD-TV, I'm Anna Hernandez. Thanks for watching and have a great week.